Stanford University.
Service is the rent we pay for living. And so I'm hoping that we continue that ethos and that it saturates and penetrates every corner of this university.
The pride that I feel in the university really, really extends to the pride that I feel in the students.
The Haas Center in particular was a very important place for me during my undergraduate time. And so I have a sense of gratitude from that, and then I feel as though I have somewhat of a responsibility to give back.
So many people volunteered in different ways and helped me throughout my life, so it would just feel odd not to do it for somebody else.
Everybody feels wonderful to have the opportunity to give back to a place that meant a lot to them.
It's an incredible relationship, and I dare confess that I think I get more out of it than I've ever given to a Stanford young person.
Very selfishly, I learned so much. There's so much that students know now more intuitively that I didn't, and I every day find that to be fascinating and interesting and frankly very humbling.
I definitely learn from them, hopefully equally as much as I'm giving to them.
You think about, all the work that you do, the time that you commit, resources that you commit, and you see in detail the result of that, so that's just super rewarding. And yeah, they inspire me.
When I'm around Stanford students, I get energized, I get activated, in fact, I get inspired. And these are young people who remind me of who I am. When the dust of life settles on you, the spirit of a young student really helps to shake that dust off.
The students are so much further ahead in their thinking than I remember being at the time. So they ask great questions, very probing questions, they keep you on your toes.
You can spend as little or as much time as you would like.
You might have extra space in your house and be able to host somebody for a week during alternative spring break, or take somebody to lunch or dinner, have a phone conversation.
Just that little bit can really make a big difference for someone who's really looking for some guidance.
This is a lot easier than you might think. The students are really receptive to our involvement and our help, and they have great questions because they're Stanford students.
There's a good chance you've got a lot to offer, and it doesn't take a lot. It doesn't take a lot of time commitment, it doesn't take a lot of effort and energy, and it can be very rewarding for you and very impactful for a student.
All young people can really benefit from having guides, mentors, people to bounce ideas off of, people who've just been there and done it.
I love doing it. There's nothing hard about it at all.
If the thought is, I really want to give back and I don't know how, that's a perfect time to pick up the phone or get on the keyboard and contact somebody at Haas, because it's super simple.
At the end of the day, I just believe what defines us is not what we do for ourselves, not the personal accomplishments, but how much we have done for others.